What is good, YouTube? So this is how I made $1,333 today. I think that was the number. Correct me if I'm wrong. But a pretty solid trade today. I've seen videos online, people saying, don't take shorts. Why did you take shorts when we're in this bull structure? Well, I made almost $1,400 on shorts today. So it goes to show you that just because you hear an opinion online, don't listen to that. Yes, there could have definitely been. I could have had a long setup as well later on, but at that point, I was kind of hopping off the markets and I wasn't too focused on long setup. But there was literally like we got this sweep, um, movement up, retrace, enter right here. Definitely could have had a long, like perfect setup long here if I was paying attention to that. But I'm fine with what I made today. So, anyways, just going into the day. This is what we're looking at. We have London lows and Asia lows, basically like this. So these are the draws, basically the draws for the day. As market opens right here, market opens right here. So basically, we sweep these New York highs right away, and then we come down and we sweep London lows. So that's like the first 10 minutes of market open right there. Sweep London highs, sweep London, or sweep New York highs, sweep London lows right here on ES or on NASDAQ. Holy crap. And then on ES right here, we do get the sweep to the upside of the New York highs, but we are up in this range and we do not sweep these London lows. So that's showing me that we have an SMT for NASDAQ to be the more bearish pair. So here's the thing is it was looking like it could either set up for a bullish trade right here if this would have broke structure to the upside, or if it was going to be a bearish trade for that NASDAQ to just retrace and then continue lower. So I was kind of in between there. I was fine with either one, depending. I was just waiting to see what market would show me. From London session, the bias was bearish just because we had a reversal on NASDAQ. We got a little bit of a sweep, I think, of the Asian highs, and then we broke structure to the downside on the hourly. So that was making me want to be bearish, not just because we're extended like crazy and we're at all-time highs. That's not the reasoning why. It was literally just because London session was showing that, and then the confirmation on the low time frame of why I took a bearish trade. So on NASDAQ, that being said, NASDAQ's more bearish pair. So at the same time, right around this period, I'm looking to see, okay, is this retrace going to just retrace and then we're going to continue lower, break structure to the downside on the 1 minute since we're already in a 5-minute downtrend? Or are we going to have a big retrace and then break to the upside on the 5-minute for ES? Well, basically both pairs, they just retraced. They did not break to the upside. So we have this sweep, pretty simple. I mean, the same setup every single day. So we get the sweep to the upside, 5-minute down. We broke structure on the 5-minute here, and on the 5-minute, we got a 5-minute retrace into equilibrium. If we can type it, there we go. So at that point, I am on the 1 minute. We're looking for a 1-minute break of structure. And if I'm correct, that would be somewhere in this range here. I can't remember which candle I entered off of. 5-minute break would have been this candle. No, we're already in a 5-minute. That's right. Already in a 5-minute downtrend. So we entered right here. Just about. And like that. Could have entered at this candle, but it was a little close. So we waited for one down candle. And then first take profit was right here. That definitely is not correct. For whatever reason, I must have got filled. Must have got filled right here, but just about. Interesting. Okay, got a pretty bad fill on that, I guess, basically on the second candle, but I mean, that's whatever. So, take profit, real target for take profit one would have been this. Oh my goodness, laggy. but that's a 1.26, so I wasn't too excited to take that. So we're taking this next target, which was pretty close as well. That's 1.7, I think 2 at the time of being actually in the trade. And by the way, our stop is at the technically third 1 minute high. Interesting. I didn't even realize that. So maybe we could have had a better risk reward on this just because of this being a third 1 minute high after this was put in. I just didn't want it, like, we're pretty close here at this point. Like, we're at this candle. We're almost like, we're like halfway into drawdown and I just entered basically. So it's kind of, I just wanted a little bit of protection there and I was fine with the risk reward. So we did 1.75 for the first take profit. It's pretty low for my first take profit. Usually I like a 2, but I am fine with a 1.5 depending on conditions. So I was totally fine with this. We only had 2 contracts, so we took out half right there. And then take profit 2 was right about there. I think I actually got like a 3, if I can remember correctly. So it was kind of like that. What basically happened is I thought because we started tanking really fast, so I thought we are gonna keep going down. I thought we could have maybe had some, because this take profit right here is just a fair value gap, so we can kind of go anywhere in this range, and it doesn't really matter where. But then I was looking on ES, I was like, okay, we just actually got a real sweep. So we got this move up, and then once we came back down, I just exited right here because I basically moved the take profit to somewhere around here. But we did kind of get filled right about here at this 3. So 1.75 at take profit 1, and then take profit 2 was a 3R. Once I got to this first target that I didn't take profit at, I put stop to break even right away just in case I wanted to reverse off of that. So we were protected from here out and pretty solid. I wasn't expecting it to move this violently, but this was like perfect catch. We got all these down candles catched right here. So very good. The biggest issue with today, which is unfortunate and I'm kind of upset about, like not too crazy, but I mean, it sucks, but I got entered at half risk. I don't know how. It was probably somehow my fault. I mean, it's a learning lesson, just like all these lessons. But I literally mapped it out. I mapped the trade out. We had the limit order in. Oh, I'm not logged in, but I had the limit order in, and it said $206 or whatever for this. But I entered here, and I had the stop loss here. So I have no idea on how I got half risk on this. I was trying to go full risk, full 1,000 risk. We only risked $570. It turned out, which is super unfortunate, and I still can't figure out why. I didn't know if it was like a glitch. I couldn't figure out the reasoning behind why we got half risk, and it was super unfortunate because I was really excited to go full risk today, and we would have made $2,600 today, potentially $2,600 to $2,800 if we were at full risk. So super unfortunate, but it is a learning lesson. I've seen TJR accidentally risk half, and he missed out on an extra 100K. So I cannot be mad when there's that potential in the future, which will, knowing me, knowing where I'm going, I'm probably going to be at that stage, and this will happen in the future for sure. So good learning lesson. Lessons cost money basically, so we're paying for that lesson right there. Pretty unfortunate, but that's what happened. Can't really change it. I did enter another trade. I can't remember exactly what it was. Kind of, I can't remember where we were. It was somewhere. It was probably like this. It might have been on ES. I can't really remember because I deleted it. It was just a short. It was like a closer short with a smaller amount of risk just because I couldn't get the full risk in. So I wanted to get a re-entry. And when we started moving down, I think it was something like this, but it was on ES. So it was like this move down, and we started moving down, and then I moved stop to break even just to protect it. And then we got stopped out at break even. It was partially like a revenge trade mindset, just a little bit, just because I was kind of mad. But at the same time, it was also kind of calculated because it still wasn't even the full risk. It would have been like a 750 risk total for the day if I would have got, well, that's what I put in, even if I got stopped out or not, would have been like 750 risk. So I was still technically safe with that, and I wouldn't have lost any money on the day. I still would have been up. But I mean, it was kind of that mindset of, man, I want to make more money because I'm mad because I lost out on that. So not a great mindset to have. Luckily, I'm smart enough not to enter with like a full risk trade or anything like that and lose money on the day somehow. But obviously, we went bullish and could have had a bullish setup if I was in a trade or if I was on the charts or looking at that time, which I don't think I was. Can't really remember. I just went to bed right after because I was pretty tired and in my normal work week schedule. So yeah, so that's basically the trade for today. Just under $1,400. We are up. I want to say, I guess I can look real quick. We are up $2,700 on the month. After that losing streak, we're now in a 5-win streak. So pretty crazy. 4 losing streak turned into 5 winning streak. Pretty good win rate actually, and yeah, pretty good, like 75% win rate on the month, and we're actually up just under 8R on the month. And so if we're at full risk with all these wins, we'd probably be up like 7K this month, something like that. But unfortunately, we are half risking randomly like these trades. So yeah, with the 5 winning streak, I'm expecting a loss. If I'll trade tomorrow, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm thinking, I mean, I don't want to like plan for a loss. Well, I want to plan for a loss, but I don't want to go into the markets like this is going to lose, because obviously I thought that the last couple trades, just planning like, hey, a loss is coming because we're in a winning streak. Just be aware of that. And we're now at the biggest winning streak that I think I've had. Pretty unfortunate that we're not on full risk, but we'll get a loss here and then we'll just keep working up. We still got 2 whole weeks to keep going. So we could have a 2,700 if we're averaging. We could have probably 6 to 7K month this month. I was hoping for a 10K month, but the losing streak happened and whatever happens. So pretty good, and we're in profit for sure after the losing streak. I mean, we're up on the month, but the losing streak started in the end of last month, so I think we're up after the losing streak. I think we're up about 2K, not the 2,700. So still pretty good. Very happy with myself. Very happy with how the market's printing. I'm catching these very good trades, and my emotions have been really good. So it's just been very good to see. That is it for today, boys. I'm gonna go head over to a 13-hour shift and go make basically $300, $400 on a 13-hour shift when I made $1,400 in 2 hours today. So hopefully it's not too depressing, but we'll see how that goes. Do something better to get 1% better today, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.